Friends, we're getting ready to get on the Mark Twain Riverboat, but first, let me show you around our Mark Twain State Park. Are you catching the theme? We're hanging out over at number 22 in the Badger Loop. Guys, we almost have this whole thing to ourselves. Walter's chilling by the fire ring, got a picnic table, a nice little area off to ourselves. The only thing we noticed about Missouri state parks is they don't seem to have water so far, but you do have 50 amp or 30 amp. Now we're off to Hannibal, Missouri for the river cruise.
'Tis better to keep your mouth shut and appear stupid than open it and remove all doubt. What do you think of that?
And keeping with the theme, guys, check it out, the Mark Twain restaurant. On the way to the cruise, we thought we'd grab some lunch, and what better place? Hang on, friends, let's go see how their food is. Check it out, guys, there's our boat. We're about to be getting on that boat here in a minute. Awesome, thank you so much. I love the frosted cup.
It's like extra caramely.
See, we're being healthy, friends. A little side salad.
I got the triple BLT. You heard it right. 3 times the bacon.
Triple bacon. So I got the diner burger with an extra patty.
A lot of bacon.
Looks like we are getting a box for Jolene's. Well, we made it to the Mark Twain. You excited, Dave?
Very excited.
Hello. Where'd y'all come in from?
Behind me, you'll see a little snack shack. I saw some popcorn and drinks, and it looks like a full bar. Then this room here is where, if you book the dinner cruise, they have live music and the food comes out. We decided to do the daytime cruise. That way we can see out a little better and then do that Mark Twain restaurant. Mississippi River, friends.
We're on the top deck and here's the captain's quarters. There's a lot of places to sit up in her. You can go right on this front area, you can go on that spot behind you, and you can go on the front deck downstairs on the ground level, but it's really close to the water.
Here's more of what she's talking about. There's the downstairs. Right now we're on the mid-level, and you can see a little flight of stairs going up to that spot we just were. Hopefully we're not gonna need these guys today.
We have never needed them in the past, and we do not anticipate using them today. Should they be required, life jackets are located on the first, second, and third decks on overhead racks and in appropriately marked lockers.
We will be underway in just a minute.
The Adventures of Tom Sawyer and the Adventures of Huckleberry Finn. He referred to her as the Witted Douglas.
About 5 years of construction. Now they tell us it only cost.
So if you look behind us, there's a drawbridge. They would have to call ahead for the back bridge and have that raised. They're having to spin around, and then we're going past where we entered, and we're gonna go down. I guess we're gonna see some barges. I've been looking off, seeing some fish jump and stuff like that over here on the old Mississippi. That little building right there is where we took off from. Behind it is Hannibal, Missouri. That's where we're gonna be doing the Twain on Main festival.
Closer, look beyond the trees, you'll find a large, long, flat area that runs downstream along the bluff for better than a mile. This is what's left of the Burlington Railroad Yard.
Left over by the islands today? Well,
So we just did our other turnaround, and guys, off to the left here is gonna be that Mark Twain cave, and we're headed to that later in this video. So hang on, friends. We're going caving in a little bit once we get off the boat here.
For those fans of Huckleberry Finn, this island over here is Jackson's Island from that book that Twain got the idea from.
These crazy barges right here have Portland cement, and he was saying how much cheaper it is to float them down the river than take it, of course, by semi-truck. There's several more of those barges full of cement, friends.
That's awkward. Watch your head. Well, if you like boats and you have extra time in your schedule to do this, then go ahead and do it.
Oh yeah.
time to cover your ears.
Blind!
Never been on a riverboat before now. Onward to the next Mark Twain Frenzy Park.
So we've been stuck at a train, but I think it's almost to the end. Made it over to the cave. Check out these beautiful trees behind here. So they actually said that Jesse James was hiding out in the cave here right before he robbed a big bank. Full disclosure, friends, I'm pretty sure we're more excited for the cave than we were for the boat. We got bad news for you guys, friends. We can't film inside the cave. We got about 20 minutes to kill, so we're gonna bounce around outside a little bit. And we're just gonna have to tell you guys about it. We're gonna sit there and describe every last detail to you.
And take pictures.
But don't forget, we got a bunch of Mark Twain stuff. We're gonna go see his birthplace, hanging out at the Mark Twain State Park, and then we got Twain on Main Festival that we're gonna walk around. Does Mark Twain have glasses or no?
I don't know, but it fits.
Little Missouri hat there. Little map of the cave that we're gonna be going through. Some bats that I'm guessing we'll see inside the cave. All the jewelry that I bet Jolene's gonna wanna try to buy. Giant 5-pound gummy extension cord in case you forgot yours at home.
We're here, we're gonna go up all the way like this. And here.
Ran back to the car because Jolene wanted a fifth layer for the cave. I'm going in this button-down shirt, so hopefully I don't regret that because I have a jacket in the car. We'll see when we get out. All right, 4 o'clock, guys. So here's the cave entrance, but we're headed this way to go watch a video.
The cave is about 100 million years old. At that time, the Mississippi was not a river, but a vast inland sea, and all this area was underwater.
We are going to be following the red line. There are 260 passages. If we tried to go through all of them, we would be in there forever. So we're going to follow the red line. In 1972, Mark Twain Cave became a national natural landmark.
All right, that was fun, guys. That was definitely better than the river cruise, only because it's more interactive, more our speed. What'd you think?
It was a lot of fun. I don't think we've been in a cave system like that. Usually it's like grandiose rooms, and this one it was just passages of small, like your shoulders barely fit through it. We
just did Carlsbad Caverns a couple months back, so definitely a huge difference if you guys have done that one.
It was really cool to see this cave, unlike other caves, has been vandalized a lot.
Yeah.
Like a lot of teens, a lot of adults have been through that, just signing their names everywhere and doing candles, and it's really cool to see that a lot of the signatures, they burn a candle and the smoke would be on the top, and then they'd carve their name into it. There's signatures from what, 1920s?
1920 was the first known.
Was it 1920?
Honestly, I wasn't sure half the time if she's telling real stories or the novel stories. Turns out I think the whole time she's just telling stories from Mark Twain's books, but that is pretty cool, so it might encourage me to read a little bit. I doubt it will, but at any rate.
The highlights of the signatures would be the Norman Rockwell. He was in there and did some kind of artwork. While he was in there, he painted it and then took it out. And the other one was Mark Twain himself, aka Clemens.
And Jesse James.
Yeah, but the tour didn't take us over there to see his signature.
What president was in there?
I don't know.
That president we'll put on the screen here
went
in the cave. They had to have a Secret Service. He was actually the president at the time, so that kind of is striking. You wouldn't expect that these days.
And one of the fun things that one of the jokes that she made a whole lot of dad jokes.
She's so good.
There's a lot of stalagmites, stalactites, and stalagpoles, which was the walking poles that you hold on to as you're
She's
going.
really good. Happy 250th, America.
Whoa, there's a lot of hair.
So when we leave Walter and come back, we have a no talk, no touch, no pet rule, but we have been gone for about as long as we like to be gone at one point, so we might be breaking that pretty soon. You miss us? Did you miss us? Ready for some coffee?
Yep. Thank you.
So we had to get out of the state park again today. We're headed to a coffee shop to get some internet. We don't even have phone internet, let alone our little phone hotspot. We gotta upload a video, so we're headed in about 20 miles to a coffee shop.
Don't go around saying the world owes you a living. The world owes you nothing. It was here first.
If she's reading those things, we must be doing some more Mark Twain stuff.
That's right. We're gonna go see his birthplace.
So Mark Twain's house was originally in the town of Florida, which we just drove through, and then they moved it, and it was a cow shed. It was a couple other things before these guys got a hold of it, and apparently it's inside this cool looking building. He was born in this structure, but apparently he grew up in town in Hannibal, and there's his kind of boyhood home over there, which we will not be seeing in this video.
I can't believe there's a building inside a building.
That's so crazy. It's such a tall building. It looks cool from the outside. I can't believe it. I wonder what the process was like putting it all back together.
Look at all the people's hand marks from leaning in.
You don't want to touch it?
No, I don't. Kitty, kitty, meow.
Now I'm touching it. Some cool looms over here. Apparently Mark Twain had cats, because there's cats all over this place.
What, 5 family members? Let's go check out the furniture that was in the original house.
Friends, the man himself. Free museum, guys. I paid a lot more for a lot less.
So cool.
Ooh, you're not supposed to spin that one. It looks so spinny though. There's a trap door down there. Check it out, the original manuscripts for The Adventures of Tom Sawyer by Mark Twain. So we learned a lot about Mr. Mark Twain, or Clemens. It was sad that only one of his kids survived him. His wife died in Italy, and they had houses in Connecticut. What else?
He liked cats.
He liked cats. We're not cat people so much. Although we like all the cats that we see. So maybe we're cat people, we just, I don't know.
They're so healthy looking.
So we're back from Mark Twain Museum, and check it out. Walter is getting seen by the doctor. He had, how many ticks, babe? About 15 ticks this time, 30 the other day. Just barely running in these trees when we throw the ball and stuff. Luckily, however, we have him on that Simparica trio, so they actually die on him, but we like to get them off either way. So Missouri is no joke with these ticks. So we like to hide a little bone for Walter, and he can kind of sniff it out. We do this in the house and in the parks, so that's what he's up to. Check out lunch, guys. Made some pork chops. They are looking money. Well, we didn't even get through lunch, and I had to spring up because I had at least 5 ticks on me. Just sitting here, you can see it's all mowed and manicured. Guys, this is getting out of control.
Ugh, Missouri has some huge spiders. Mark Twain State Park. This is the outside. We're gonna see what we got on the inside to shower with. We've got a bathroom shower combo here at this here state park. And we got some light sensor lights, movement sensor lights. We'll see what comes of that. Hello. All right, so we got a shower. We got some mosquitoes. I can tell you right now that when you see cracks like this, that I'm gonna be showering with some stuff. Beetles or whatever is gonna come out. Oh, come on, man. Didn't mean to do that. All right. All right, well, the water feels hot. As long as these lights don't continue to turn on me in the middle of my shower, I'm gonna give it a rank of a 6. I'm gonna go ahead and shower. It's not a stink.
Just left Mark Twain State Park and we're headed over to a hip camp. It's about 20 minutes south of Hannibal. So we made it to our hip camp. Sometimes you just have to follow a long dirt road and hope for the best. And that's pretty much what we did today. I don't know if we sign into the app if there'd be better instructions, but we found it and we're happy for that. So we're just south of Hannibal in Frankfort, Missouri, and this is Pinot Creek Hip Camp. Guys, there's 10 spots here, and I think you just kind of choose your own spot. We pulled in and got this guy, seems to be, better be all to ourselves. If someone pulled in and parked there, I'd be mad. What do we got in here?
Not very private bathroom.
Big window so you can look out while you're pooping.
Yeah, you can.
Whoa.
Look, it's got a battery to flush it.
Battery, fire pit paper, some wipes.
Toilet paper.
Walter is having the time of his life. I recently learned, and I don't know for sure it's true because I saw it on the internet, but apparently a 10-minute session of sniffing is better for a dog than like an hour-long walk. So I've been paying attention to that, and Walter loves himself some sniffs. Got a burn trash barrel, and this is where you put your beer cans. Yep. That, I don't know what's going on there. It's beyond the fence. We're not going there. You got all kinds of barbecue grills over here, tables. There's like, it's 10 spots, but man, it's just everywhere. Look at that.
Above and beyond.
Used oil, burn.
It's like burn oil.
So this is the thing, guys. You don't want to eat on these kind of fire pits. This is what I'm always talking about at state parks. If you see burn motor oil and the wood and all that, it just turns out to be a really nasty cooking environment.
We've got water for hand washing.
So I get the point, but guys, this is why we don't eat at a lot of these places, because it's just so nasty. I'm trying to be healthy, trying to eat the right stuff. I don't want to be cooking with motor oil. What did you find over here, babe?
It's a cemetery.
What the hey, friends? Ooh, those are the on top of ground ones, right? Dang, these are crazy. Born 1819, died 1904. Dang, Douglas got the whole family there. Those are amazing headstones. Then you got a downed tree over there. These ones over here, I'm not loving, if I can be honest with you guys, because there's people just under those. There's just, and look, that one's off. The top's off that one. That one caved in. You guys can't even see it, but
Yeah, that one's all the way gone. I'm guessing maybe they moved them because that one's like all the way down.
that's sweet. Check it out, friends. She died as she lived, a Christian. These, in my estimation, have to be modern. Like someone cared for this Douglas family. Let me know in the comments if you guys know headstones, but this seems like modern work, but maybe they've been doing this kind of stuff for a long time. So even though I'm not the biggest fan of gravestones and cemeteries and hearses and stuff like that, I will say this is one of the cool parts about traveling and living on the road full time and doing this stuff, is you honestly never know what tomorrow's going to bring about. I would have never imagined I'd be walking around this little situation here. Here's a different angle on those. You can see the headstone there. I wonder if it was standing at some point. Another headstone there, but this thing is completely caved in, and it begs the question, is the body deteriorating right there next to me, or is Jolene right and they moved the body? I don't know. I think the mice and the bugs and the squirrels, or the decomposition, got to them and they're still hanging out right there. Luckily for us though, the camper's over there, so that's where I'm staying tonight.
And here's the other question. How many ticks did you get on your body walking through that?
Well friends, overall not a bad little hip camp. Off to my right here as I pan over, there's some kind of creek over there. Way off in the distance, you can see kind of the walls of the bank over there. As I pan some more, you'll see Walter being an absolute goofball. Fun fact for you guys, we used to have our own hip camp. Our last house was out in the country, and we got a little invitation to join hip camp as hosts. So we did that, and we did it for about 2 years, had a lot of great people come to our property. Then when we were about done with it, we told my in-laws to do it. They did it for another year or so until our county said no more hip camp. So at any rate, I have a full video I'll link here on hip camp, kind of describing it. There's several others just like this, like the dirt and others. We are looking at harvest hosts very seriously. So you might see harvest hosts come up in a future video, but we've stayed at a lot of hip camps across the country, and overall this one is very good. Very fun little vibe they got going here. We got the hip camp set up and we ran out of food, so we're headed into Hannibal to set up our booth, and we found a little restaurant that's supposed to have some pretty good hamburgers, so we're checking that out. There it is. Anytime it comes in a brown bag, it's already off to a good start. Something I love seeing is all the local brands. Like, I've never seen this mustard before, or this ketchup.
It's good.
That's what I'm looking for. Ground beef.
Every heart beats true under red, white, and blue flag.
So as you can tell, it's the next day and the festival is live. This is the Twain on Main. Guys, we have our booth set up there. Jolene's working it. Let me have an opportunity to get out and film. Let me show you guys what they have here. We actually got some coffee here the other day and uploaded a YouTube video for you guys. All right, go Chiefs, huh? What do you say we speed this up a bit? The man himself. So you came back from time just for this event every year, huh?
I'll be 191 in November.
No doubt, man.
Yeah.
Glad to meet you.
Yeah, you too.